Hello, Kim here from Keep Fit with Kim, and today's workout is a gentle toning workout aimed at working the hips, legs, ankles. What I'm going to start with is feet hip width apart. Spread the weight evenly across the balls of the feet, and all I'm going to ask you to do is lift up onto the toes and back down. You can have something to hold on to if you need to, that's absolutely fine. A wall is fine. And lower. So I want you to be doing this under control. So if as you lift up your ankles are wobbling all over the place, then I'm going to ask you to make it smaller. Just go as high as you can under control. Feet are about hip width apart. Think of engaging your tummy muscles. Pull your tummy muscles back in. Try and be under control and keep breathing. So I'm breathing out as I lift, breathing in as I come down. So it should be nice and slow and controlled. If you can do it without holding on, even better, but you need to do what's right for you. Just grab a wall or the back of the sofa or the kitchen worktop. So remember, under control. Be aware of where any weaknesses are in your ankles as you do this. You're going to feel your ankles begin to wobble maybe. Okay, let's give those a little bit of a circle, relax them out. And we're going to move on to working the side of the thigh. So you're going to probably need something to hold on for this one. And I'm going to ask you to really stand evenly, and you're going to slowly take the weight into your left leg, right leg even, as we work the left. Lift, lift, lower. So try not to lean into your support. Try and keep the pelvis as level as possible, so your hips as level as possible. As you see, I'm leaning in slightly, so you probably will be as well. Other thing to watch for is I want you to be leading with the ankle, so don't turn the toe out, we're taking the heel out and back. So your feet are both pointing forward, you're going to be feeling it here. Lift, lift, lower. If I do it at a slight angle, you can probably see a little bit better. Lift, lower. When you've had enough, and it might be the other leg that starts to hurt first, then have a rest. Let's shake it out. Let's go to the other side. I'm going to hold the wall here. So exactly the same. Weight into the other leg. Lift, lift, lower. You're leading with that heel. So have a quick look down. Check you're not pointing your toe out. Your front of your thigh is facing the same way as your other thigh. Well done. Only do as many as you're comfortable doing. You might want to bend the supporting leg slightly. Might make it a little bit more comfortable. When you've had enough rest, that's absolutely fine. Just give the hips a little shake. So it might be a little hip circle. Whatever feels good to just loosen through your hips. Okay, we're going to go back to the first leg. So I started with my left leg, I'm going to do the same. This time, I'm going to ask you to turn your foot out to the side, and you're going to lift up to the side. So you're going to feel it in the thigh. Doesn't matter how high it is. If you're feeling it there, that's fine. A lot of the work you're going to feel is in the other leg as well. I'm working the side of my bottom on the right leg quite hard as you lift the left leg. So although you might feel you're working your left leg here, your right leg is probably working just as hard. A little bit faster this time than we did on the last one. If you've had enough, please rest. You can come back and do it again in a couple of days and see if you can do some more. Let's change legs, shake it out. So exactly the same thing, turn the toe out, leading with the toe. So you're feeling it in the front of the thigh this time. We're a little bit faster, so it's on the beat. Don't worry if you're not in time with the music. The music is really just to help you get the sort of maximum speed. If you're doing this more slowly, you're probably making it harder for yourself. And keep smiling. Okay, shake it out. Again, move the hips however feels right for you. So this is what's feeling nice for me. Just give me a little bit of stretch through those hip muscles. Well done. Okay. The next exercise is a little squat. So if you have something that you can sit onto, you can think of yourself as sitting onto a chair. So you can think of yourself as sitting and lifting, sitting and lifting. Mine is a little bit high. So as you do this, pull your belly in. Try not to arch your back. And you're thinking of sitting back rather than reaching forward. Now you may want to allow the arms to come forward as you go down for counterbalance. What I find works quite nicely is to put the hands in like a praying position and push in. It helps engage the core. Now, what are we going to think of next? Feet are about hip width apart. I'm going to slow it down. And I want you to quickly look down at your knees. And when you're doing that, are they tracking straight forward towards your toes? You should still be able to see your toes. So we're looking at going back, not forward. So the knees, you want to try and keep the knees above the ankles as you do this. So some of you might only be here. If you're feeling that in your thighs, that's absolutely fine too. If you can come lower, great. Don't expect you to come as low as I am. Hands wherever is comfortable. You might find just floating them gently forward and back works. Be aware of your lower back. Think of lengthening the lower back, pushing the buttocks down and away. Keeping that head up now. Try and think of your upper body posture while you're doing this. Well done. If you've had enough, have a rest, shake it out if that's hurting your knees. We'll do a little bit more for the front of the thighs. I'm going to move my chair out of the way slightly. Again, if you want to hold on to something, you can. If you don't, it's going to work your balance as well. Feet still hip width apart. Weight into your left leg. Engage the core. I'm going to lift the knee and lower. So I'm just lifting the knee and lower. Lift. Same leg. So ideally, don't hold on to anything. If you really are wobbling, then please do. This is going to really strengthen the other hip. Well done. Let's change sides. We're going to keep going through the gap and down. And down. So we're trying not to lean onto the other side. We're trying not to let the hip go out to the side. It probably will. Okay, let's take it smaller and lower. Lift and lower. So this time we're alternating the legs. Still hold on if you need to, because it's a relatively slow movement. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Well done. So some of the exercises you do for the legs and the bottom are quite hard on the knees, so I'm trying my best to give you exercises that are a little gentler, although the squats weren't necessarily. Now this is where you might want to hang on to something, whatever you can. So you're going to bend the knee, straighten the leg out, bring it in, take it down, bring it in, push it out. And if you can, flex the foot. So if you see, I've got the foot flexed, I'm pointing the toes back towards my head. That's really going to stretch through your calf. Now, if you're struggling with that and you can only go to here, that's absolutely fine. But I want you to take that leg as far out as you comfortably can, but keep the knee slightly soft. Well done. Take the hips side to side. Or circle, whatever you need to do. Well done. Do a couple of little stretches now. Let's take the legs nice and wide. And I'm going to ask you to bend your right knee, stick your bottom back, and just push the hip back. A little stretch on the inner thigh. We haven't really worked the inner thigh, so just a gentle stretch there. Come back centre, take it to the other side. Feel it also here. Well done. And stretch the calf. So you're going to take one foot back. Make sure both feet are pointing forward. Make sure you can balance so feet are wide enough apart. Push that heel down. Stretch through the calf. Hold it there. Keep breathing. Nice straight line from the head through to that heel, so we're not arching the back. Let's change sides. Other foot comes back. Both feet are pointing forward. Watch that back heel that you haven't let it slide in. Both feet should be pointing forward, and then keep your head up. Think of your upper body posture. Well done. That's all for today. See you next time. Bye for now.